Hello, Greg. Thank you for joining us. So you are the owner of African American Expressions. For those folks who are not familiar with your business, could you just briefly describe it for me, please?
I like to tell people we're basically the African American or the Black Hallmark. Basically, we would have similar products all with African American flavor. So we've been doing that for approximately 29 years now.
And so the last time we featured you was 2019, and that was about a year ago. And just within that year, there's been quite a bit of change. First of all, how were things going before this whole pandemic set in?
Well, everything was going pretty good. We were on pace for another record year. And then the pandemic set in, and it was like, wow, where do we go from here?
What's it like today?
Well, today we're actually moving forward, man, just like any other year.
Have you been creating some new merchandise during this time?
My thing is we have to adjust to what's happening in the marketplace. And so we created masks with, say, African pattern on it. We have one that says, Smile, God loves you, that type of thing. During the pandemic, people really wanted puzzles. We started seeing puzzles fly off the shelf. It was a #1 seller. We can't keep puzzles. It's just amazing. So we realized there was a market out there. People were staying at home. We started marketing our home decor products. And after it's all said and done, we have done extremely well during this pandemic. Actually, even better so than the years past. We've had our best season during the pandemic.
That's great. I mean, that's unusual for, a lot of businesses, it's been the opposite.
You know my faith in God, Tyler, and my thing is I want to talk to God and say, hey, what's going on? So first and foremost, I got to hear from God. And I got some assurance that everything was going to be okay.
As a business owner, what did it feel like when all this started going down?
As a business owner, you have employees, you have people count on you, you have all these things going on. And we had a staff of about 15, but we did have to furlough 5 of them. We decided that we were going to come in and work with what we had. So everybody worked out of position. I stepped out of my CEO role and I was a warehouse worker. I did whatever it takes. It kind of reminded me of the early days, And so I never forgot how to do these things. And so, but it was really good because it's a family run business. My wife is my CFO. I have 4 sons who work within the business. And so it was great working as a family, serving the community.
Has it brought you guys closer as a family? I mean, now that you're working together even more.
Yeah, I think so. I like to think that they know a little bit more. One of my sons does sales. So he had to learn the warehouse. My 19-year-old was running the whole warehouse. He was the leader now. So we could do shared leadership. And so he showed his brother a couple things he needed to do. And then my 16-year-old, he came to work for us. And so it's just really good. And even now, it's me and my sons working in the warehouse. So it's really cool.
How do you view challenges? Do you view them as opportunities?
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of what keeps me going, right? We have challenges, and how do we adjust? There's a term that John Maxwell, he's a major guy on leadership. He has what they call the law of the scoreboard. And for any business, you have to look at the scoreboard and see, hey, how we're doing. Make adjustments and get back in the game. There's other opportunities out there. You just have to be aware and look for those opportunities. They say, hey, when you dealt lemons, you make lemonade, right?
Right, exactly. Something else I wanted to mention was there's been another development has been the Black Lives Matter movement going on. Has that impacted your business at all? And if so, how?
It has, in the fact that there's more awareness of what we sell, and we sell encouragement. It's a lot of awareness of the Black community. And so people want to somehow be a part of it. A lot of people, because of what's happening out there, they feel really good about spending money with African American businesses. They feel and they see the injustice out there. and somehow they want to be a part of the solution. And so that's been really good for us. I just want to say that I don't want to get political or anything, but there must be some type of change in the nation. We have to change. We cannot continue to do the same thing that we've been doing over and over again. And if we just push this under the rug, if we continue to just do nothing, then it'll happen again. So I'm encouraging people to step up and let's make change. Let's make change. Whatever that looks like, let's change it. But we can't continue to do what we've been doing. We like to create products for the community, products that people can use and be that light, that encouragement in the community. You know, there's a lot of negative stuff out there in the community right now. And the people see our product and they see the words on it, and it just brings such encouragement. I look at it, Tyler, as a calling, okay? God has given me this company to create, to edify, and to encourage.